We're having a chocolate and bread mukbang while they're going to do Bible verses. They got to answer the question while they're eating their chocolate and their bread. Everybody say hello.
Hello.
You know, we can't get together a lot because of the quarantine and the coronavirus. So we want y'all to be safe out there. And we having fun in Jesus' mighty name. Okay, guys, are you ready? Are you ready? Why are you counting while the video's playing? Sit down.
Sorry. Yo, because I didn't want to get in trouble because Donald Trump said 10 people in the house and it's really 10. So we're not in trouble. So yeah.
True or false? The Bible is the most popular book ever written.
False. True. That's not popular.
You're right. Jacob got it. The Bible have been here for ages and years. It's the most popular book. Whether people believe it in it or not, it's true. What is the first book in the Bible?
Genesis.
All right.
Then we have to raise our hand.
What is the last book in the Bible?
Revelation.
All right.
I can't raise my hand.
What 4 books tell about Jesus' life on earth?
Matthew.
All right.
Revelation.
No.
Matthew. Wait. Matthew.
Luke.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Come on. Matthew, Luke.
Chronicles.
No.
Exodus.
No. No.
Joseph.
It's in the beginning. Remember, not the old one. The New Testament. Because remember, Jesus came in the new one. So think about the New Testament.
Matthew. Luke.
Uh-huh.
John.
Uh-huh.
Johnny.
No, John.
I think it's something with the L.
Mark.
Mark.
Yes.
Mark.
So it's Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Which book did Jesus directly write?
Revelation? No, that was John, I think.
None.
None?
He
I
never
knew
sat
it!
there and
Oh
write
my
none.
gosh!
What is the longest book in the Bible?
Revelation.
Is it Genesis?
No.
Jeremiah.
No.
Genesis?
No.
Joseph.
Exodus?
No.
Jacob.
John?
Psalms.
Oh yeah!
Forever. Psalms be on 120, 200. Psalms just keep going. True or false? David wrote the entire book of Psalms.
False.
True.
False.
False? Who was the part?
The Psalms are a collection by many writers, but David contributed to the most. What is the shortest book in the Bible?
Genesis?
No.
Revelation?
No.
Exodus.
Jeremiah.
If you say Jeremiah one more time.
Titus?
John. How many books are in the Bible?
8.
No.
32. 27? 32.
Terrible readers. Oh my God. I'm so sorry.
33.
They haven't had Bible study in a long time. So sorry. How many books?
24, 25.
43.
Ronald, you are wrong. Ronald is the parent and he don't know how many.
I learned this.
How many books in the Bible, y'all?
33.
29.
No, and you lied and wrong.
39.
How many books there are, y'all?
30.
Y'all answer that question because you're over there on Instagram. How many
45?
books in the Bible?
39?
No.
It's
70
something, Sammy.
No.
Something. 27.
75.
No.
I said 27. 23.
No.
21.
In the whole entire Bible.
29. 32.
66 books. Y'all don't know?
Yolette got it right. That whole cheating. But it was so crazy how she just came on. All right, next. How many books in the Old Testament? Without looking at the phone.
30. Oh,
Without y'all looking at the phone.
33.
Oh, 12.
No.
33.
You close, but no.
34.
No.
32.
Nope.
18.
70,000.
20.
What?
Something stupid.
37.
No. Almost.
38.
No.
39.
39.
30.
39 books in the Old Testament. How many books in the New Testament?
35.
No, 25.
Almost.
26.
Almost.
29.
66.
No.
24. 24.
Almost.
27. Oh!
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you.
True or false? The Bible was the first written in English. The Bible was first written in the English language.
Hebrew.
False.
Oh,
Yeah. All right.
That was
And what language was most of the the Old Testament given?
Hebrew.
Hebrew. Yep. And what language was most of the New Testament given?
English.
Jewish.
Roman.
Spanish.
Roman.
Greek.
Greek.
Spectacular.
Which human author wrote the most books?
Mark.
No.
Moses. No.
No. Paul.
Yeah.
Josiah.
Which human author wrote the most words in the Bible?
God.
Nope.
John.
Mark.
Nope.
John.
Think about the old times. In the Old Testament.
David.
Who saved Exodus? The people who were enslaved. Who was that?
Jewish.
Caveman.
Moses.
I knew he was Jewish.
What was most likely the first gospel written?
Gospel, we mean gospel.
Gospel.
Genesis.
This is in the New Testament.
Noah.
Oh, Matthew?
No.
Noah. Matthew. Peter.
Mark.
Noah.
What was the most likely the first of Paul's letters written?
Noah. Noah.
Matthew? What you
I don't
Noah.
understand that.
What was it?
likely the first
Letters written by Paul. And what's in what chapter? First.
J.
10?
G.
First Thessalonians.
Thessalonians.
What is the most likely the last New Testament book written?
Revelation.
Revelation. How many days did God take to create the world?
3. 7. 6.
6. Because on the seventh day
He
he rested. What day did God create men?
The
The
third.
third.
No! No!
Second.
No!
14. 4.
No!
7.
4.
No!
2020.
6. On the sixth day before he rested, he
Rested.
created men to sit on the earth. Who was the first woman?
Eve.
Who was the first man?
Adam.
Where did they live at the beginning of the world?
Tree.
The garden.
The Garden of Eden.
Oh, Eden.
He said the Garden of Tree. Who were their 3 sons listed in the Bible?
Oh,
Set. Abel.
One more.
Jeremiah.
You said that?
Yes.
Oh, he got it. Who did God tell to build an ark?
Noah.
Noah, 3 sons.
What the fuck?
Sean.
And Jabez. I wouldn't know that one either. How many days and nights did it rain when Noah was on the ark?
40.
What did they do?
I don't know.
40. How many people were saved on the ark?
49.
1 to 10. Guess the number.
9.
No. 8. What was God's sign to Noah that he would never destroy the earth? Rainbow. What were men trying to do at the Tower of Babel?
They're trying to build their own tower.
They tried to build the tower so it could go where?
To heaven.
High to heaven. How did God make them spread out across the earth?
Language.
Confuse their language. Who did God call out of Ur to move to Canaan?
John.
Abraham. Who was Abraham's wife?
Eve.
Rebecca.
Sarah. Even though Abraham and Sarah were too old, what did God promise them?
A baby.
God showed Abraham the stars in the sky. What did he promise?
A rainbow.
Everybody would be his kids or something like that.
Yes, that Abraham would have more descendants than the numbers of stars. Who was Abraham's handmaid? Hagar. What was Sarah's idea for Abraham to have a child? We asked to have a child with Hagar. Who was the first son he held? What was Abraham's name changed to?
Abraham.
Abraham. His name was Abrams, and it changed to Abraham. What was Sarah's name changed to?
Rebecca.
Sarah. It was Sarai, and then it came to Sarah.
Oh, yeah.
What was the second son Abraham had?
Joseph.
No.
Jacob.
Think about Ismael and think about how he wanted to keep it together, so he would make it Isaac.
Bro, I was so close.
Who did Abraham have his second son with?
Sarah.
His wife. Where did Hagar and her son leave to?
Left.
Into the
World.
desert. Into the desert. Who did Abraham send to find Isaac a wife?
Joshua.
His servant.
His oldest servant. Who did the servant choose?
Moses.
What was the name of the girl?
David.
Hagar.
No.
Rebecca.
Rebecca. What was Isaac's son's name?
David.
Y'all better-
Jacob.
Joseph.
What was Isaac's son's name?
Jacob.
Jacob and Jacob and Esau. Y'all see that? Who was born first?
Esau.
Esau came first, Jacob grabbing his heel. How did Esau provide food for the family?
He hunt.
Damn, Jake, you got this. Who did Isaac favor of his two sons?
Esau.
Esau. What did Jacob do most of the time?
Make food.
Stayed at home with his mother. What did Esau receive in exchange for birthright?
More food.
Some stew. And Isaac was dying and blind. Who suggested that Jacob should steal the blessing?
The mom.
The mom.
What's her name?
Rebecca.
Rebecca. How did Esau respond when his birthright was taken?
What's to kill him?
He went
Threatened to kill Jacob. When Jacob met Laban, which daughter did he want to marry?
Ruth.
Jacob, your name Jacob, you ain't studied this. Who did he want to marry? Rachel.
Oh, right.
Who did Laban trick Jacob into marrying?
Oh,
Leah.
Yeah.
What did Laban make Jacob do to finally marry Rachel?
Clean work.
Be a servant.
For
Be a
10
slave
years.
for how much years?
7.
7 years.
7.
You know you're very horrible. Very horrible Samantha. Who was the first son of Jacob had with Rachel?
Moses. Joseph.
Joseph. What did God change Jacob's name to before meeting
Israel.
with
Israel.
Israel? How many brothers did Joseph have?
7, 6, 12, 11.
11. What did Jacob give Joseph that sparked jealousy from his family?
Clothing.
Yep. What did Joseph tell his brother about the dream that upset them?
That he was gonna be.
Oh,
Yes. Joshua good, y'all. Joshua is raw.
Catholic school.
Joshua is raw. My kids is terrible.
He goes to Catholic school.
Oh, he goes to Catholic school. How did the brothers get rid of Joseph?
They put him in a slave.
They traded him.
What did Joseph's brother tell their father had happened to him?
He died.
They said that Joseph was killed by wild animals. Where did the slave traders take Joseph?
Egypt.
Who brought Joseph?
The queen.
A Potiphar captain of a pharaoh's guard. Who got Joseph thrown into prison by lying about him?
The girl.
Potiphar's wife. Who else was in prison with Joseph?
The 2 other guys.
Pharaoh's cupbearer and chief baker. What did Joseph do for them?
He told them what they dreamt.
Interrupted their
Dream.
interpreted their dream.
Yeah.
Why was Joseph summoned out of prison by the Pharaoh?
So he can interpret his dream.
Yep. What position of power was Joseph given by Pharaoh?
Food.
Second in command of Egypt. What catastrophe did Joseph predict by interpreting the Pharaoh's dream?
Drought.
A severe 7-year famine. That's what he told him. He told the king that there would be a famine. Who came to Egypt that Joseph recognized because of his famine?
His brother.
His brother. Who was Jacob's second son with Rachel?
Moses.
Benjamin. What did Joseph tell the brothers to do next time they came back to Egypt? To bring Benjamin with them. Which brother volunteered to stay in Egypt instead of Benjamin?
Judah.
What did Joseph tell his brother to do when they returned to Canaan? bring their family and their father to Egypt. How did Moses' mother save him from the Egyptian soldier? Let's go.
What you said?
How did Moses' mother save him from the Egyptian soldier? Put him in a basket in the river. What did Moses do after he killed an Egyptian? Ran away in the desert. Through what did God speak to Moses in the desert?
The bush, burning
The burning bush. When Moses confronted the Pharaoh, what did his staff turn into when he threw it from? What did Moses say God commanded the Pharaoh to do?
Let his people go.
Let his people go. How many plagues did God send on Egypt?
10.
What was the final plague that convinced Pharaoh to let them go?
Fire. The sun, the guy.
The son. Killed his son. When did Pharaoh change his mind and send his army after the slave where they met? Where they met at? When he changed his mind to go meet up with them to come back.
The sea, the Red Sea.
The Red Sea. What did God through Moses to save the slaves?
The sea.
He parted the Red Sea. When Egyptians tried to follow the Israelites through the Red Sea, what happened?
They died.
The water crushed on them and killed them all. What did God send to feed the Israelites in the desert?
Camels.
Quail and manna. Where did God give Moses the 10 Commandments? Mount Sinai. What golden image did the Israelites make at Mount Sinai?
False god.
A golden calf. What did the spies send into Canaan see that made them scared? What did they saw? Giants in the land. Who were the only 2 Israelites allowed to go to the promised land after many years? Joshua and Caleb. What city God made the walls fall so Joshua and the Israelites could conquer it?
The Jewish?
Jericho.
Jericho.
After they took over the promised land and Joshua died, who ruled Israel?
Moses.
Judges. Who was the woman judge who led Israel to victory?
I don't know her name.
Deborah. Who was the judge who defeated the Midianites in the only 300 men using torches and horns? Gideon. Let me go down because I can see. How did Samson die?
The girl.
Pushing over the temple pillars, killing himself and many Palestine. Who is the first king of Israel?
Saul.
Who anointed him king?
The old man.
Samuel. Who was the enemy who took the ark of the covenant?
Philistine.
What happened to the idol which was beside the ark in the enemy's temple? The idol fell over and broke. When the people demanded Saul to make a sacrifice to God that only priest should make, what did he do?
He did.
Made a sacrifice anyway. What was Saul's punishment for disobeying God? God took the kingdom away. Who was the king of Israel anointed by Samuel after Saul?
David. Yes.
What did David work as for his father?
A servant.
A shepherd. When David wanted to fight Goliath, what did Saul try to give him?
A sword.
His armor. What did David take from the brook to fight Goliath? Five
Stones.
How many sling throws did it take for David to take? One. Who was Saul's son that David befriended? Jonathan. What's Saul's son that David befriended? What did Saul throw to try to kill David?
A knife. Sword.
What foreign country did David run away to? Land of Philistines. Did Saul give up on chasing David when David went into the wilderness?
No.
How many times did David spare Saul's life?
3 times.
2.
Where did David spare Saul's life the first time? In the
cave.
Alright guys, this completed our Bible question. I hope y'all had fun and I hope y'all enjoyed it because this was very fun. So everybody say bye.
And make sure you give us our channel.
Remember remember to subscribe, share, and like, where we will have more fun and more Bible quizzes and more Bible challenges that are ready to make y'all have fun during the quarantine. Bye, y'all. Woo! What you laughing at?